Okay.
Welcome, gentlemen. Last week, and the lovely events that transpired, who wants to recap some of those fortuitous circumstances of survival?
Well, Cookie arrived on the scene, and everything, changed at once. Apparently, what was it? Someone healed people before Cookie got there, because I was running. And y'all took down the first fox guy, and the second fox guy came back? Right? Yeah, he came back, and who took him down? I don't think Cookie did. Oh, I threw some
Cleot got
animals
the
at it.
finishing blow on the second guy.
You started to mist away, as it were. And the other one rotted. It's very interesting.
Unfortunately, no one is knowledgeable on this sort of instances enough for these creatures to be able to discern more than that. However, if you survive back to port, it is something that you could potentially research if you so choose.
Okay.
Don't we have a necromancer on the ship?
We do. We have a necromancer.
Does he prefer ex-necromancer?
I haven't been ballsy enough to actually talk.
There's that.
I don't think anyone has really talked to him. Except maybe implied small talk at the dinner table, but we basically gave him his space and left it at that.
Well, after we beat the second guy, we went around and looted the place and found a pile of awesome stuff, like more gold than we'd yet accumulated.
Indeed.
And Janovan had a experience with some gems that none of us can quite confirm. Right? You want to talk about that? What was it you...
I hold up the gems that are in the side bag. These gems I saw dwarven faces in.
In one of them.
I'm assuming
that you looked
in
at.
one of them. Right, but I picked up all the ones that resembled the smoky, that were different. So
There is a lot of them.
I'm assuming these are soul gems, or at least the companions of the last adventure.
What
His
is
friend's
a soul
souls.
gem?
I don't know. I'm guessing that their essence is somehow trapped in these gems, but he was a necromancer. He must have done weird stuff. And it looked like the description of one of the previous adventurers. I don't think we should leave him. I figured we'd take him to the priest and ask him.
Wow.
That does sound prudent.
Never mind.
What was that, Cookie?
I was trying to do an Arcana check on putting souls in gems, and whether I knew about the magic jar spell, but probably not.
No, I mean you've heard all sorts of rumors about all sorts of things, and you know that not all of them are true, and some are, and sometimes it's hard to know which is which.
Yeah. So the other items you mentioned in chat, do we just find them among this?
Yes. The one
Okay.
that you received is
This
a
little
modified version
wacky
thereof.
looking wand. Oh, nice. Would you
Maybe.
like to IM me the details?
No.
Oh, okay. One of those. Very nice. I don't even get to know what it does.
Maybe later.
Out of character, I'm tempted to put one of the crystals that looks like the one I saw the soul in, not the one that I saw the face in. The one that has it looks like it into the ore purifier. But I'm afraid it'll break it. And there's certain ethical qualms about that too.
Well, you would also be smart enough to know that it was stated that it is minerals,
True.
or metals, not just minerals in general.
Minerals. Fair enough.
That thing looks cool. It's like Christmas.
Mr. Grinch.
Did you say Mr. Grinch?
Yeah. It's a very interesting device.
Yeah.
It sucks the Christmas spirit out of everything around. That could do anything. I have no clue what it does.
Well, guys, who needs healing? Let's regroup before we try to get back to the ship.
I raise my hand. I think I'm at 27. After mass healing.
Did Neurocell had the ability to heal, but that was only once a rest kind of event, right?
Yeah. Rio need to heal as well.
Right.
He has a few options. There's one he can do that gives you your hit die plus a d6 plus his charisma modifier, but you can only take that once per long rest.
Yeah.
I think
But
that's
he
what I
has
got
a few
to get
other
me to
options as
27.
well, but I have to look how much is left.
I think Nerso used his healing kit to heal me to full.
No. That was other things that did that.
I still have the text on the screen. The really nice man we're murdering.
Who's the? How many points are people down? Would you give it out?
I am down 20.
Down 20.
I have a few more d6s that I can hand out for healing. And then I can do that d6 plus hit die to anyone who hasn't already received it.
So the d6 plus hit die, let's resolve those first. Me, I'll take it. Wait, no, I don't have a hit die to expend.
Is that burning?
You
Yeah.
don't burn a hit die. It's yeah. You restore d6
Okay.
hit points plus hit points equal to the creature's maximum number of hit die plus an additional modifier. However, it can only regain hit points from this feature once per short or long rest. Okay, so it's short rest works.
Okay, if you do that for Cookie, that'll put me back to full. All of 36 hit points.
Same number of hit points I have.
So Cookie got 12 from it. Or... Man,
11.
right.
Oh, you're down 35. Okay.
I have a few more additional D6s that I can spend for a different version of healing. So I can do a little bit extra on a few people. I believe Saradin has already received the feat healing. I don't remember who
Saradin, how
else
much are
had.
you down?
I can pull that up. Oh, yeah, I could use some help. I'm down 29.
Down 29. Can you try to heal Ryu with your hit die trick?
Yeah. Did you want me to give Saradin some, or just go Ryu first?
Do Ryu. Saradin's already got your hit die trick, right?
He did.
Okay.
So same as what you got.
1, 2, 3, 4. Cookie's gonna cast a spell to heal Saradin, Ryu, Yanovan, and
Kliok, if you're going to do another one.
Kleok. Yeah. Okay.
Kleok's full, actually.
Kleok's full. I only need 3. Well,
Go for it. I don't need any.
okay.
How many points did you say?
Boost 2, 2, 3, 4,
You didn't say how much yet, Yanovan. He's working
7.
on
Come to contact ranger's Cookie, so I don't have to do it ranged.
that. They would.
Uh,
I don't think
it's
I move far away
Hey,
from
don't
Cookie.
yeah, yeah. The others will know to move out of the range.
Keep in mind the range of his wild stuff can shift. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm quite aware, but
All right, we're gonna drop a
You and,
7th level healing.
You and Narasil can go off to the side and talk.
17 mana.
I whispered to
Okay.
Noricel, so what weird thing's gonna happen this time?
I don't know. He's gonna grow tentacles, double in size.
Ugh.
All right.
Crap out.
This
golden
is
eggs? I
the
don't know.
crazy thing. Oh, good. It's a high number.
Everyone dies?
Rocks fall.
No, it's everyone dies and then rocks fall to bury him.
All right, y'all get 27 hit points.
There you go.
And turn to stone?
That worked out pretty well, especially since I didn't have to do it ranged.
So,
All right.
anyone else need healing, or do we want to proceed?
I think we're all at full. If I'm not
Did I get held and
mistaken.
missed it?
Yes, Aridin, you got 27 hit points from me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes me good then.
If Neurocell is free, I think I have like 5 more hit points, I think.
You should.
I'm just down 2 now. That's good enough.
You got 27.
You should have gotten something.
You got 27 from Cookies. And
Okay, then I need...
Still had given you a healer's pack healing before that, which was...
Oh, I missed out.
11, I believe?
Okay, then I am at full. I missed the 11.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Let's try to make it back to the ship, and enough with these shenanigans. Wow. You picked up the pieces of the evil artifact, right? To show our priestly friends. Jonathan?
I believe you said you did last time.
Yeah, I think I saw him picking it up.
So, who wants to roll for the group?
Roll for the group.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm going to use this blue dice.
Rolled. We need 2 d20s because you guys
2 d20s. I'm
successfully
going to
got
use this
advantage
blue.
on this. So. Let's see what happens.
Use this blue and this purple one. A 15 and a 5.
Okay.
The only way I'd roll for the group is if I had a webcam set up on my real dice, because they seem to roll a lot more fairly than the ones in the game for me.
Yeah, I've noticed you have good luck with them.
Well, I get an equal number of high and low with them. In the game, I get a lot more low.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like in the game, you seem to get
Must be favored.
large quantity of lows for some reason. But so you guys are able to traverse back up the stairs and towards the exit. The only noise you hear, the whole place, is absolute silence. Other than one chamber, or hallway to the north as you exit is the only location you hear any noise.
And what noise do we hear?
Some sort of vibrations. It's not very loud. It seems a deep distance away.
Clearly, we should check it out.
Who hears it?
Everyone near the exit. It seems like some large beast bumping or moving, but it's a good ways away.
Huh. Guys, well, you want to go to the ship, or you want to see what's over there?
I always say, today is a good day to die.
You always say that. Well, lucky you. You just about had that, huh?
Do we have any reason that we should seek out this creature? I mean, whatever you would like to do is fine. I just wonder what the reason
Not especially,
would be
but
to
this
seek
is a
it or
pretty
not.
bad place. And
Silly question. Are we carrying the chair with us?
should have fit in a bag of holding. Yes, it's with us.
I have no idea how big or heavy this chair is. I don't know if it actually would fit in a bag of holding.
A chair would fit in a bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's nowhere near capacity.
At the very least, I would want to know if there's something making that noise that needs rescue. We haven't explored the whole section because we were going after our goal, and we found it, and we seem to have defeated the evil here.
It does seem very odd that this humming is occurring after the evils would seem to be gone, but
I am always curious by nature.
There was noises before of other things down here, ambient noise, but a lot of those noises, basically all of them, are now gone. And
Which is
so
weird.
being able to hear other
This one
things
remains.
So
is more likely
I rolled
because
it
it's been silenced.
in an I don't know if you'd consider an investigation or a perception check to try to understand what I'm hearing.
What'd you get?
20 on the die, so that makes it 24 or 25 if it's
Nice.
investigation or perception.
You put your ear to the stone and kind of listen to it, and it sounds like some sort of enormous quadruped stomping about.
I think it's like a really big beast of some kind.
Hey guys,
It's stumbling around though.
remember the dragons we killed?
Yes.
Yes.
Remember how there was one less in the room that was in the book?
Yeah, that's possible.
Dragons aren't undead, so it's probably still around here.
Well, we thought it had died early on, and they kept them together. At least according to the journal. That's what I thought.
Well,
That's an
guys,
option.
we have an option. If it's just a beast, we can go and
And if
we
it is
can
a
fight
dragon,
it.
it's constrained to the room it's in. So we can leave it.
Or maybe we could help it. I don't know. But if it's one of those dragons, probably not. Yeah. I want to see what's there.
Proceed with caution.
We can run if we want to.
With Cookie, let's check it out.
Do you just want to leave, Clea?
Can we check with the ship before we go check it out?
Fine, I can't let you all go alone. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't want to split the party.
I was fetching rations. How many hit points do we get back from your level 7 level?
I got you 27.
Awesome.
You should be good.
I'm full.
I mean, I'm not tapped out yet. We've got a little bit left, but we are.
I just want to know the current state before we get in another fight.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I'd like to go. That's my vote, but
Yeah.
this is a
I
group.
can't let you guys go alone. We do this. If we go, we all go together.
I say proceed with caution. We seem to have a clear path out of here if we have to run.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Hey, the old worn page look. Now the dice are gone. Oh. There we go. Awesome. It loaded.
Yeah, we the 1 week we were off because basically only it was myself and Cookie.
Yeah. It was just the three of us.
We figured out a method of making sure the map loads in.
Awesome. So you remove all the pieces first and then load it?
Basically, this is kind of a work term, but he creates basically a shelf. He kind of saves and packs everything on the map or everything that's on the table into a little bag. And that includes the map that we can't see. but when he unloads it, the map loads in correctly.
That's cool. Yeah.
No idea why the one works and the other doesn't, but hey, whatever. We found a workaround for now.
Yeah.
So, the location that you heard the larger noise from were the two northern rooms you have not checked out yet.
Oh, yeah.
That's the direction you heard them from.
So that would be... Hang on, I need to turn the map around. So that would be...
Right.
7 and 9.
It's all the same to you. Let's not walk through the gonna cut me in half corridor.
You're in the E?
Yeah.
Yeah.
E's for excitement.
Yes, it is.
I would be curious to see if it's still turned on, but
I'm not.
Before or after you're bisected?
I'm not allowed to move my character.
Same.
neither.
I forgot it locks them.
Or any dice. He is for eating.
All right.
So we just came down the stairs here,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go the long way around. Do. I mean, I'll be buying cookies since you had such keen hearing.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh, looks like Cleoc
flew ahead.
flew ahead. Yes.
Ape? No, ape.
Well, the ape's still around. He's gonna chill for the next day.
Send the ape in first.
No. He's not gonna be great at communicating.
I think we all recognize the sound of the scream.
Poor line.
I checked. Is there a door up here around the
Nope.
corner?
You peer around the doorway, and it is just a archway.
All right. So looking into the room, I've got 60-foot dark vision, so I should be able to see into the room.
Mm-hmm. You see in there. You don't see anything right offhand.
I don't see anything, guys.
I'll boldly
Cleoc.
step into the room.
If you boldly step in the room, you see something.
That's fair.
And something sees you. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. It's a Hydra Dragon.
Turn
Hey.
you around.
Did we step into Legend of Zelda?
If you kill it, you get a heart container.
Oh god, it's Gleoc.
Right?
It's my cousin Gleoc.
I'm not sure about this one, guys.
Anyone got a fireball real quick?
On that note, Cleoc, that would be initiative.
Oh, I'm sure it would be.
I'll write a song about you.
Wah, wah. This is the part where I get eaten.
Cookie's initiative is 16.
Cookie would go before the creature.
Okay.
16 for me as well.
7.
What was that, Sheridan?
7.
16 for Neurosil.
Oh, dang cat.
Is this within an hour of our last battle?
Close to it. Probably a little.
I would still have.
Probably a little after
Okay.
an hour since you guys did sit around down there for a while.
Okay.
All right. Roll for Rio at +3. So fine, I'll do that. I'll do it. I'll do it. It can't be any worse than what I rolled for myself. Never mind, I rolled the
Cool.
exact same number for myself.
What'd Saradin get?
7.
Oh, wow.
I'll be
It,
taking a nap while the rest of you fight.
well, the Hydra goes before
Not for
I do,
long.
so I'm about to be eaten. Rio, you acted at an 8. You're basically near the end because I rolled you a 5.
Cookie, Nurasil, and Yonovan all get to go right now.
Oh, God!
Cookie's
it,
going to
Cleo?
do
Huh?
it's
There's a
It's
big
a-
monster!
it's a many-headed dragony thing. That's like a, I don't know, 14 Arcana check. Have I heard of this thing?
What is it?
A 14 Arcana check. Would I know what I'm looking at?
Not sure if you would have recalled them at that. Something is creeping in the back of your mind. You're just not 100% sure.
It's got a lot of heads, and it's not friendly. I'm going to try and blind all of them.
Okay. The figure has 3 since that's what it has, but this one has 5 to start with.
Oh, yeah. I, the player, know that it has advantage on saves, but my character doesn't. So I'm going to try to blind him. DC what? 14? DC 14 save, please. Con save.
Passed with flying colors.
Yeah. I can't blind it. It's very good at seeing. Run away.
Where'd you move to do that?
Kind of just in the doorway.
Okay, he's going to take a reaction and try to hit you.
Okay. 19 armor class.
You have partial cover, and net 1. I think he misses.
Okay.
The head slams in the corner and takes off a big chunk of stone behind you.
He's not happy. Next.
Not event. Cookie Nurasil just looks at you like, what did you want us to do? Did we want to leave the beast, or did we want to fight it?
I think we probably want to try and fight it. If you can, fling a bolt at it, that'd be helpful. Everyone's healed right now. I doubt you could blind it.
Nope. Hit dodge the bolt. And we'll take a attack of opportunity. Since you have to move close enough to do so.
Monsters can take more than one attack of opportunity.
This one can.
Nice. That's a perk of having
Has multiple reactions.
heads.
Out of characters, how many heads does he
5.
There we
have?
go.
Lovely.
What did you get, Yonovan? You're currently muted.
That would be helpful. Thank you. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does indeed hit.
Whew. Right. So I need 4. I need 4. Ooh. Oh, 13 damage.
Anything else?
Nope, I can't move any farther. That's 25 feet. Got me short legs.
Okay.
What does it do?
Who wants to make a guess?
Wondering if I taste like chicken, probably.
Rocks fall.
It is going to take 5 attacks on Cleok.
That's nice.
And
Actually,
cooking my
Yonovan
next
is still within
turn.
range, so Yonovan will get a few. What'd you say, Yonovan?
Then cooking my next turn will be dragging Cleok's body back to cover.
Yeah, I don't have my bonus AC from throwing a punch because I didn't go before said monster. So, yeah.
15 armor class for me.
What is your AC, Cleok?
17.
Ouch.
You also crit me, I think.
Yeah. 3 hits and a crit.
Dang.
Yonovan, what's yours?
15.
You got 2 hits. So, Yonovan gets 20 damage. And Cleok gets twice that.
Is it stuck in a room that's small enough that I can just fill it with death and we can leave?
Yes.
I
assume it's my turn, so I'm rolling my death save now. Which I fail.
Yes, actually, it really is stuck in a room small enough you can do that.
So that's 1 failed save. Ryu and
Yep.
Saradin are now up.
So I have an unconscious teammate in the middle of the room, don't I?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And as a bestial creature that wants to eat, they'll probably go for him next turn.
Can I delay my action and hope my teammates grab him out of the way?
It's up to you.
Can I delay my turn, or do I have to do a delayed action?
The standard rules are just a delayed action.
So I have to state what the conditions are?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as my teammates are out of the way and there's no more friendlies in the way, I'm going to cast the Hunger of Hadar, or it's the other Hadar one. I'd have to look up which one it is. 1 sec. I didn't think we were
It's
going to go
Hunger.
create some...
It's Hunger of Hadar, and if you move into sight range, you can cast it freely. It affects the monster and not our teammates.
Yeah, it's going to say you need to move into range to be able to do it.
Oh, yeah. So... Yeah, sorry. I didn't think we were actually going to go get ourselves into combat here, so I didn't bring up my character sheet.
Well, you know, that's what happens when people get curious and go poking around places.
I know, right? Hold on, I'll be in the game in just a second. So yeah, I'm gonna walk over there, do that, and then fall back and just maintain the spell with concentration.
You would have been disappointed if we didn't go find your thing.
I would have been.
Well, you won't be
I
able
wouldn't have
to
cared.
fall back.
Rio's far too opportunistic and got a bag full of lots of money to care.
What's your speed, Ryu?
Standard.
30.
You guys may have moved up more than where you guys put yourselves, since you guys were kind of traveling close together.
Yeah.
It was kind of a
Um,
quick toss down till Cleoc jumped in the room.
he's going to, like, target a spot just beyond where it would affect Cleoc. It's a fireball radius.
It's 20-foot radius, I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah.
Will it be able to leave that area, or will it be stuck in that
No.
area?
It can't leave that area.
Okay, well then I'll use it as long as I don't hit my teammates. I just assumed that they were in the way because that's how it always is. Let's see if it'll let me join the game now.
I think I made mine too big.
It's okay. It's technically a circle, but I drew a blue box.
Okay. And what's the save, and what's the effect?
All right.
So, oh, John has it up. I'll let him read it off.
What's your save?
It's
That's from your
charisma, right?
character.
Charisma is
What's
plus
your
3.
save DC?
I believe it's 16 because it's proficiency plus primary score, right?
By the way, silly question, Nate.
Oh.
You crit me, right? I don't know what the plus damage he does on his attack is, but you didn't double that too, did you?
I did. So 5 less.
5 less? I live!
Hey! Sorry about
1
that.
hit point. I will not be taking a death save. This complicates matters a lot less for you, I'm sure. I'm going to attack twice with my sword. I have a plan for this. I promise. Does a 19 hit? 19.
Yes.
Okay. First attack is 9 damage. Second attack is 10 damage. Magical slashing. Bonus action, step of the wind. I'm disengaging and running away.
That happened before Ryu took his turn?
Correct.
Yeah.
I would like a retcon if this is a scenario on Ryu's turn.
Okay.
Because the opportune thing to do is to draw this. Come on, not that
You still
one.
want
Give
to
me this.
encompass the entire room with it.
Not the entire room. His entire zone. He can walk out of it. He'll never be able to escape it. But right now, being fully in it, he's blind. You see?
Why is he blind?
Any creature fully in Hunger of Hadar, 20-foot radius void appears. It's filled with whispers and slurping. No light can illuminate the area, and creatures fully in it are blinded. The void's area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage, and any creature who ends his turn there takes 2d6 acid damage or can save that with a dex save. But they're blind, and you fail dex saves when you're blind. So that's weird.
You also can't see their target.
You can't target the monster. Oh, okay. So Ryu, would you like to leave the monster able to be engaged at melee or completely encompassed?
I would make it so that there is no possibility that the creature can come out. And
Right.
honestly, I would probably just stick it in the very middle of the room
Okay.
if that was effective. So long as it
That's-
wouldn't hit teammates.
That's effective. We're going to do what he wants. It's in the middle of the room.
And I can maintain it for up to, is it a minute?
A minute, yeah.
With concentration. So I'm just going to make sure I don't lose concentration.
Okay. Dang it. Come on. Alright. That's his Hunger of Hadar. So, that boy's not blinded, but he will take some damage when he starts his turn and maybe ends his turn in it.
Okay. Certain.
Sorry if I hastily acted out of turn, but I figured it may affect who.
Actually, you acted on your turn, but yeah, it affected the people who were following who started theirs.
Honestly, I really don't know what to do here.
March in and hit it. You're encompassed in really heavy armor. Sounds like the best bet is to walk in and be a meat shield.
Hey,
We don't
curious question. Are you holding the sword that doesn't let you, the cursed sword?
Oh yeah, he still has that thing.
Oh, no.
To be honest, Ayrton, I would suggest that we let the Hunger of Hadar do its work, and get the thing to get far away until it wears off, and hopefully the thing's dead.
If the thing's not dead, we're kind of scared.
What, you think just one away?
It's not gonna kill it, guys.
Over a full minute, that's 10 turns.
I know.
I mean,
it's not gonna kill it, guys.
In character, I have no idea that it's not going to kill it, and I'm going to pretend that Ryu chewed me out for not doing this to the Black Dragons earlier.
All right. Well, I'll run back with you.
And what about 2 minutes, John?
I was gonna say, assuming that this thing counts as one creature and not each of its head is a creature, then as soon as one of them attacks me, I'm stuck attacking it, aren't I?
Also,
possible.
Yeah.
Also, I'm down to 1 hit point, so I'm very much for not engaging with the creature.
Oh, yeah.
So, John, I have the staff thingy that lets me recover a spell slot as a standard action, and I don't have it written down that I used it this long rest yet. So I can use that and do it again one more time.
Okay, well, let's just see how it plays. This is the strategy we're gonna try.
Have a sec, I need to check something. Did we take a short rest?
I don't think we did.
Nope.
We did not rest after grabbing the loot. We healed, we didn't rest.
Yeah, I have nothing then.
It's okay. Yanovan and Ryu and Nuracell probably need to get out of its threat range, because its heads can probably sneak around the corner.
Yeah, Ryu would have moved back as far as her movement speed allowed.
Ryu didn't have any movement speed yet this turn.
Well, so therefore I did.
Okay.
It's all fine with the idea of running away. Then I guess
he might be able to, like, based on where you started the combat at, grapple and drag you away.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough. Well, no.
No, I wouldn't be able to make that whole distance, would I?
So, what's the plan, gentlemen?
Let's give Ryu. I mean, Ryu wants to try this thing out. I have my doubts, but I'm willing to see it play out. We retreat and let Ryu's magic work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what
In that
happens
case,
each turn that it's in there?
Okay. Each turn it has to make a save
Mm-hmm.
to avoid 2d6 acid, but it will take 2d6 cold.
So it takes 2d6
For a
cold either
minute.
way, and then it can take 2d6
Yeah.
acid. And that's
Yeah.
if it fails a... What kind of save?
What's your DC? It's a the acid is a dex save.
Ryu, what did you say your save was?
Okay. I'm gonna just ready to rush forward and drag Rio out of the way if things go downhill, like if it attacks.
Oh, it's going to attack.
Well, is that a good one?
I thought the
Or is
plan
that
was to
one?
move down the hall out of the way.
Yeah, that's the plan. Ryu just doesn't have time to get clear before it'll have a turn.
I see. Neither does Yanovan.
Right.
Well, no, Yanovan does, sorry.
Yanovan does.
He'll get an attack of opportunity.
If you want to, Ceradon, you can move up right with Ryu. And you could move back. Can you pick up another character? How would that even work?
It would take a bit of exertion. So, I mean, he could go there and probably do a grapple, and then it'd be up to Ryu if he wanted to allow the grapple or not.
Yo, you fine with me grappling you?
I'm sure, just don't. I'm concentrating.
Ryu, what's your save DC? You're muted again, Ryu.
Yeah, let's just go with 13. I think that's it.
Okay.
I somehow don't have it written down.
That's fine. I just need to know. So 13 dex.
If it really matters, the dex save is at the end of the turn. Of the creature's turn.
Okay.
Whereas the other damage is at the beginning of the turn.
Okay. And you said how much per... It's 2d6 and then potentially 2d6?
That was it, right, John?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Also, Nate, my it's not showing you as online for my Steam, so I can't get into the game.
Okay.
That is odd.
Go well with me then. Am I holding pulling him or what?
You can only drag him if you have more movement you can take.
Yeah, good point. I guess I can't then.
No, but the monster might just as well try to attack you as Ryu.
And I might be a better target.
You're a bigger target, that's for sure.
Wah, wah.
Anything to protect my teammate. So I guess that's it for me.
Can you join in? Oh, there you go. Okay. So, Yanovan, are you heading out of there?
Absolutely.
What's your AC?
Okay,
15.
first things first. Are you disengaging or are you taking a shot first?
Disengaging.
Okay, then you're good.
Thank you, Reed. Yeah.
Yeah, he took half my hit points in one go with 2 hits of
Yeah.
5.
These monsters are amazing. We can take them down fast sometimes, but boy, can they hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I know very well how to kill this out of character, but
Yeah,
um,
I know.
Alright, so Yanovan pulls back, and then... Is that all Cookie does as well as pull back?
Yeah, Cookie's just gonna pull back.
Okay.
as I cough up a little bit of blood.
Oh, that's funny.
Ryu, what is your AC? And what is Ceridan's AC?
16.
18.
Ryu, you take 10 damage.
Okay, what's the rule with concentration? I have to roll better than the damage I
You have
took?
to
Roll
roll...
a DC 10.
Yeah, DC 10.
Okay.
In this
Arcana, right?
No.
DC 10 Constitution.
Yes, Constitution.
Oh.
It's a Constitution save, so you apply your Constitution save bonus.
Yeah.
So much for this
Well-
Hunger for Dark plan.
Well,
Oh my
that.
gosh. Really? Really?
I mean, I can
Wow.
cast. Well, no, I have to use the staff thing.
I'm just going to erase this box because it no longer matters.
That's hilarious.
Alright, well, that's interesting. As you are there, Ryu, and your spell fizzles, you see that it now has 2 additional heads protruding since one fell off.
So now it's 6 hits.
2 more heads.
Oh my gosh. You can make more attacks now. Oh, guys.
Run away!
I don't know.
You
I
don't
want
know.
to kill it. Although,
Uh,
not if it's taking out our friends this badly.
You know how we kill this? We get in the ship and we shoot the asteroid until it tears apart and dies.
I believe we should retreat and regroup until we come up with a better plan if we want to actually kill all of the evil in this place. If we believe this creature to be evil.
we'll talk about that on the show.
Alright, if you all want to
Strike you as
retreat,
particularly intelligent.
I have no problem with leaving.
Is that the decision?
Wait a minute. Did Saradin get injured?
No,
Okay.
he avoided it.
That could have been interesting too. Well, guys,
Hello? We had Cookie say
I'm
go.
okay
We had
either
Cleop
way.
say go.
To the ship.
Ryu said run away.
Oh, I was on mute again.
The Robins
Yeah,
have it.
I'm ready to get out of here.
All right.
Cleoc is too busy, coughing up blood from his wounds, from his severe wounds to even consider charging in.
All right. We get out of here.
I know you guys wanted to level, but was that really in character for your characters after we nearly got curb stomped like 10 minutes earlier?
Yes, for me. Yes.
I mean, when it was quiet except for this noise, whatever this noise was not undead. It was different.
I
So
am
I was
merely curious. I'd have no problem with leaving. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's okay. But I definitely wanted to know what was there.
I mean, the point for us was to check it out, and if it was too bad, to run away because we had a clear path out, and that's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
I guess nobody has a spell like Arcane Eye or something like that.
No, that would be like your specialty, right?
I don't have it yet.
Well, we didn't send the baboon in to get eaten, so
Yeah, he's a nice baboon. I'm not gonna send him in to get eaten.
even
What
though
kind
that
of
would be
master
out of
am I?
that would be not in character to send off animals to be eaten just like that either.
There are magical animals that are desummoned. They don't die horrible, painful deaths. They come back again and again and again.
That's what you think.
Not again, said the potted plant as it fell.
Oh gosh.
All right, so we're back to the ship.
Now, if we really want to, if he convince Cleoc that thing is evil and requires killing, I'm happy to go back after a long rest.
I don't know that it's evil, Cleoc.
But otherwise, yeah.
Won't it starve to death eventually?
Dungeons don't have ecologies.
Are you sure?
Gary Gygax said so.
Gary Gygax also is dead.
I know.
It's up to the DM.
All right, guys. This was fun.
Per Cookie's statement, he is henceforth troubled once a month during his sleep, visited by the ghost of a poor Hydra that was left to starve to death.
The ghost of a poor Hydra.
I just heard a side quest about how now I have to go kill the ghost Hydra.
I'm trying to think how this would be like any better to kill him versus let him starve. Either way, I should get haunted by the ghost Hydra.
As Moriu said, it's not possible. Therefore, you must learn that it is possible and have a monthly reminder.
Oh, I see. Go ahead, tell it back to the ship. Can we reach our ship okay?
That's an interesting question. As you are all exiting, I need the lead 3 people to make me a dex save.
Oh bother.
Well, I don't think Cleoc's going to be among the lead 3 right now.
I might be, because I might be in.
Unless I heal you.
I'm very much ready to get back to the ship, so I might very well be in the fleet 3 people.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's whoever is leading the charge out. So he may or may not be.
Well, probably Saradin.
I'm definitely doing it if I got healed. I'm definitely.
Would you like healing?
Might be, yes, I would.
My friend, would you like some additional health? You seem to be
Yes,
currently
please.
injured.
Coughing up blood. Yes.
Uh, 15 health, Cleok.
Yay. I'm still very much bloody,
Is that
but at
adequate,
least
or would you require a little more? I do not have much left.
I could use more if you have it. But I know some of our other friends are injured as well. As Yanovan and
I've got 26. I'll be fine till we get to the ship.
We hope.
Yeah, well,
Alright, so we
So-
head back to the ship, and the first three would
Cleok,
be...
you can take an additional 9, and Yanovan can have 8.
say 9 damage.
Health.
Oh, you're giving us 9 more health.
Yes. I blew through the rest of the reserves that I had.
Okay. And
So now I literally have nothing, since we haven't taken a short rest. I can't even use my healing kit to heal anyone.
Yeah.
nobody died.
I have cantrips, and that's it. So who would be...
you know what, Saradin, Kleok, and
Me.
Yanovan.
Like you running away.
There's 3 die. You're doing that one? Here, let's color that one for you.
Rolling the dice.
So everyone gets one of their color that is rolling. Let's
Oh.
roll a dex save.
Mwah, mwah.
21.
You just
I think Saradin got
killed
hit.
me.
By his own deck save.
Yes.
That's funny.
Team.
Take 5 bludgeoning damage, Yanovan and Saradin, as rocks fall down from above and some wooden pieces also.
Oh boy.
You look up and see the remains of a Nyogi spider crashed upon the rocks above and come plummeting down in front of you in pieces. Within the remains, you see multiple Nyogi barely living, as well as a few of their slaves who are all on the cusp of dying.
Wait, I don't understand. You said all that, but a picture did not make sense in my head.
You are exiting the
Oh.
cave. A ship,
Dying because of
the Nyogi ship, crashes above the cave, and the debris rains down, and so they tried dodging it. Kleok successfully did not take injuries, but Saradin and Yanovan got hit by debris as it fell. Now strewn before you is the wreckage of a ship, a Nyogi spider ship that you had seen earlier.
Oh.
And they are barely alive. However, they are alive.
Finish them.
Well, don't finish the slaves.
Well, yes.
I mean, they might welcome it.
The Nyogis are partially alive, like trying to get up, so you have a few seconds to decide what you're going to do, and you need to act quick. The slaves are in critical condition. They're going to die unless you heal them.
Well,
And
healers
none of them look
heal.
very good.
That'd be
Are we out of
Fighters,
health?
fighters kill the Neogi. Cookie's going to, how many targets do I have?
There's probably 10 Neogi.
I
About
mean,
3 slaves barely breathing.
3 slaves, distance?
Right in front of you, like maybe 30 feet furthest from you.
Okay, I need some dice.
What do you need?
D20 to start with. I'll just take this guy.
Put on once this one and start chopping enemy heads off.
Alright. And some D8s, like, say 3 of them.
Yeah, I could use 4d6. Because I'm gonna shoot a Yogi.
The slaves recover 9 health.
If you shoot a Neogi, they're basically dead. They're that injured. So you can just basically mark off that you are killing them, if that's what you're doing. What did you say, John? Sorry.
The slaves recover 9 health.
Okay.
I mean, just been stunned. I missed my first shot.
You have advantage on hitting them because they're not moving, like, at all.
That doesn't matter. I rolled a 5 twice.
Fun.
These dice hate me.
Cleon pulls out his sword but hesitates, seeing how wounded all of the Myogi are.
You hear in your mind, serve me, mind slave, or be my plaything.
Also, Cleot gets 9 health.
Oh, hey, yay.
I get a free target.
Whisper to Cleoc. Free ship.
Not free ship, it's blown to bits.
I'm assuming I don't have to make a save. Do I have to make a save for that?
No, it was
whispering.
Literally, he's just whispering in your mind, trying to.
I will be killing them after they do that to me. I gain resolve into cutting them down after that, knowing that they are believe them to be beyond redemption.
You hear the slaves whining, "Why didn't you let me die? I don't want to be those things anymore."
I crit one of them.
just
I crit the one who is talking into my mind.
The slaves want to die? That's weird.
I don't know whether we're just kind of rolling as an afterthought or not. Just
basically, you just go through and it's how quickly and easily you're dispatching them.
Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
Okay, that's 2.
I'm gonna say let's spare one of them. I want Antos.
Three hits for Cleoc. 4 hits for Cleoc.
Oh, I seriously say we spare one of them. When there's one left, Sheldon's gonna try to grapple it.
I thought they said spare none.
Cleoc at this point, knowing that they still want to speak into his mind, and still feeling a little bit traumatic from the illithid that tried to do so earlier. I speak out, say I believe it's too dangerous to try and keep any of these alive. As much as I hate killing them when they really can't fight back, I think it's still too dangerous to let one of them.
The last one's alive, Sheridan. What are you gonna do?
Can I headbutt it to knock it out?
You can try. You're gonna have to roll a charisma save.
A charisma save, huh? 15.
Give me just a moment. Let's see here. What was your save?
Oh, 15.
A 15 wisdom save?
Wisdom? I thought you said charisma.
Nah, wisdom, sorry.
You did say charisma, but yeah.
You did say
I
charisma.
failed. I'm sorry. I thought it was charisma.
Oh, just 14 then.
Okay. You just barely shrug off. You hear the thing reaching into your mind.
I try again with my second attack.
Okay.
18.
18 hits. You're trying to knock it out? Okay. And how's the rest of the group feel about him knocking out one of these things? I believe that at least one person commented something as to the contrary.
I shoot it when it falls to the ground.
Okay. What would have happened next would have been interesting to happen, but hey, that works. So, Cerdin, you knock this thing out and it falls down in front of you next to you here. And you see its head explodes and like get some gunk on your boots.
Rio shouts, "Nice shot! Get on the ship!" Or actually help the
Your ship's not
survivors.
there.
Oh, sure, whatever.
What?
If your ship isn't there, you don't see your ship.
Where's our ship?
Maybe
long as
they
we
were
have
fighting
someone
off this
out.
ship.
I shoot him a Dory Gleo, by the way.
Cleoc looks for in the sky, looking for our ship, thinking that they were probably in combat with the Miyogi ship.
Now that
Well,
is
I guess
over,
we're making this our base after all.
Leo is
As you
getting
guys-
the stink eye from a hippo.
as you guys step forth, you do see the ship coming down.
Oh, good.
You also notice that the three individuals looking at what happened have now grabbed random objects and have ran over to the Niyogi and are just pummeling them with any sort of object they can find.
That's kind of to be expected.
I go over to one of them and put my talon on his shoulder. He's like, "You can stop. They're already dead."
Now, destroy.
Cleoc, give him a few minutes.
Cleoc, you remember seeing the monks that you traveled with deal with someone who was traumatized once, and he basically compulsively was doing something. That's the same look you see in this guy. Like, they're not in control of themselves at this point. It's just pure rage and frustration boiling out.
That's a mentalism. I can't do that.
I'll back away for a moment and hope they calm down. If they don't calm down after a moment or so, I'll go back and try again.
Okay. Your ship lands, and you see the captain on the ship wave to you guys.
Hey, Captain.
You could say that, but it's probably when you hear you, it's quite a few yards
Yeah.
ahead.
Cookie goes
You're
over
landing in a
and
flat area instead of on, an edge.
I want to yell out at the slaves, "Hey, come with us."
A little bit after that, you see they all kind of just like slump and are just exhausted, like can't move. They just basically burnt all their energy beating these creatures.
Hey, Sheridan, come here,
I-
help these.
I go scoop them up and carry them back.
As Sheridan, as you pick them up, you notice that there's almost nothing to them. They've been, like, they're skin and bone. They obviously are extremely malnourished. They've been worked horribly. You saw this once before during your mercenary work, where someone was a slave, and just the grueling conditions they were through just drained them to nothing.
Hmm.
Let's get you guys looked at. Maybe something to eat.
They're not
Yeah.
even moving or anything. They're just slumped.
Cookie inspects them. They're still alive, right?
Kind
Not
of.
dying.
They're definitely not
Yeah.
in any shape to really be alive, but they're not dead.
Fair enough. You know. From my understanding of healing, they may not be through the toughest part of it, but we'll need to care for them for some time, probably. I'm sure the captain will find some room.
Yeah, the captain sees it. It's like, ooh. Were they the survivors of the Nyogi ship? Or I use the term survivors loosely, of course.
Of the Nyogi ship, yeah.
That's correct. We
Finished off the others.
we finished off the Miyogi survivors. They weren't
Excellent.
in good shape.
They were in poor shape, but they still tried to mind control us.
Never allow one of those filth to live, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Allowing
Remind
the
me
Nyogi to
not
live
to let
is
the
like
captain
saying
at
that
the
you should.
Nyogi planet.
Oh, we've got two captains that we've served under that probably were the.
Yeah, Nyogis do that, don't they?
Captain Nader was like, letting a Nyogi live is like saying that you want to release demons or devils onto the world to let them have their way. More so demons than devils.
Right.
I mean, he seems to have a fair point. These things were not able to put up a fight, yet they still tried to get in our heads. So
All right, let's get out of here. We got what we came for. Actually, the evil artifact detonated or something, but we got the pieces in the bag.
Well, I hope that works. I hope you got what you...
Yeah. We'll take it to the priest and they'll know what to do.
I mean, the darkness went away when it exploded. So
Going on just slumps and exhaustion after hearing that about the guys. How do you say it? Yogi?
Yeah, Nyogi.
Let me grab you a little picture of them for you.
We'll find a spot. If necessary, one of our bedrooms can be converted into like a spot for them to rest. And on a ship like this doesn't have a lot of spare space, but there's bound to be some.
There's really not any spare space, but people will make a place for the refugees as they were.
Yeah. And Cookie will set to trying to prepare food and administer a little healing. Well, Nursil can administer a little healing regularly too.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine if nothing else, what they have is modeled by exhaustion. don't know, D&D doesn't have a good model for trauma.
Nope. However, if you're administering to them Cookie, you may roll a
Yeah.
medicine check, one for each of them, for this journey to see if they survive the trip or not. It's fairly difficult as they are severely malnourished. You can't just give them food to eat because just straight up eating won't fix it. Because
Yeah.
it's been such a long-term thing. In fact, letting them overeat could kill them.
Fair enough. Would there be any modifiers based on the fact that I'm an expert cook, or is it just straight medicine check?
It's a straight medicine check. The fact that you're a cook will give you a slight advantage on it, so I'm going to make the requirement a little lower.
You're cutting out on me.
Yeah, I
I
noticed.
think it might be the server because you both sound a little bit off to me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on. The signal just kind of like plummeted. Hey.
It's better.
But yeah, the DC is basically going to be lower because of your food skill.
Ouch.
I'd imagine that Nursel may be able to assist you, considering that's kind of his patron's thing.
Mm-hmm. Which I'll be helping him, which brings the DC down further.
Okay, so my checks in order are 4, 9, and 20.
One lives. The other two die of trauma on the trip.
Wow.
Medicine's only +2.
Oh, necromancer.
Yeah, I'm not trained.
You.
They're,
Do I have the best medicine check on this of the group? Get +3?
No.
Oh, Nursel, of course.
I think I have like a +8.
So here's the
Yeah,
question.
medicine
If
+8.
one of them, Nate, if one of them dies on me, can I cast a life spell on him?
You could try, but it would also require a skill check, and healing magics don't work as well in the Phlogiston, which is where we are traveling. However, you could attempt it. It would require basically a skill challenge to do that sort of thing, because it's not just a injury death, like reviving usually is used for. It's the body just quit. It couldn't keep going.
Right.
That, or the other option would be the mind just broke because it's done. It's been through too much, and so it quit. Either option is quite a bit different than the standard recoveries.
I have the ability to attempt a life spell. It's limited, but if I was there and caught him, dying on me, I could attempt it.
Mm-hmm.
And if that doesn't work, we got a necromancer on board.
What sort of...
If you want to try a resurrection, if you have
Yeah.
that ability, you can do that, is what I was saying. But it would be a check to see if it succeeds.
Okay.
And basically I'd just have you kind of roleplay what sort of scenario you're trying to do to resurrect him. And that would kind of help dictate the DC of it, the check.
Okay.
So the other thing about resurrection, I guess I could look up revivify, since that would...
It's closer in flavor to the true life spell, but it's time effect closer to revivify.
So like Raise Dead, because there's
Raise
one...
Dead is closer to it.
Because there's technically one important caveat to this about whether it succeeds or fails. It may not matter for NPCs. But for Raised Dead, the spirit has to be willing to come back.
Yeah. It's an important caveat.
For those, undergoing such trauma, I can imagine this DC being rather high in order to
Do you really want
even
to come
convince
back
them
to
to come
a
back.
crumpled corporeal shell?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, Cookie pulls out his, he notices, alright, I'm losing, I don't know, I'm gonna call him Fred over here, and the food isn't working. I can tell that, either his mind or his heart is just, he just doesn't have the will to hold on. I speak words of encouragement, and I strum along some of the, pull up my lyre and sing some of the songs we would sing for the wounded, despairing soldiers in my army days. And
Okay.
and after that, I would try to cast basically the Revivify.
What words
Or-
of encouragement do you give him? And then I'll have you roll a performance check for your singing.
Okay. It's that today is always a new day. And, it's better to go on than to give up. It's just
Out of character.
some days. What, sir?
No, you'll finish yours.
Wow, I'm bad at this.
I was gonna say, can Celadon try giving some words of encouragement?
If you would like, you can. You can assist
Why?
Cookie with the encouragement.
I lean close to the guy and I would say, if you die, you let them win.
That's true. Let all the evil in this world win. But there is a place where there is no hardship. You can adventure across the stars.
Certain, roll a d20 charisma or persuasion roll.
And that's the one that gets the bad roll.
Hey, that's fine. It happens.
That would be a 8.
Okay.
My performance check is a 9.
These poor NPCs are just not meant to live.
Yeah, I know. That's what it seems. That's part of why I let it roll on the die, and let the die determine which way it goes. And yeah, so roll your Revivify check. You can do Religion or Arcana.
Okay. A Arcana check is +4. 17.
He did not return.
Yeah.
But had the other things you did assisted, you would have. But then
And
the
that's
dice.
all right. That's just the way it goes. I want that to kind of be both of them.
Yeah, no, you're good, you're good. It's important to try, because it's in character.
Yeah.
It
And we
probably
want you to
makes
be
everyone on the
practiced.
ship hate Neogi just a little more. Neogi are really good villains for Spelljammer, because they're absolutely atrociously horrible evil.
Yeah.
So, eventually we make it back to port.
We need to go to your the temple. Talk with.
Talk with who?
Let me pull it up. I'm sorry.
No. If you can find it, I will give you credit.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you can
I
find it.
have it.
Yeah, the priest of Moradin.
Yeah, and I have his name here.
Did we actually get a name for him?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
You also got the mission from an individual, and you got his name.
Okay.
That's Bifer, right? Or Biffer, or...
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. So our broker was Giles. The high priest Ifend was the high priest of Moradin.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to go back to Ifend.
And you actually do see
And
your contact is there as well, and his name is.
well, not the acolyte of Bright Mandel who was talking with Yonovan.
No.
Our let's see. When you found this,
Cleoc was close to it.
sorry, it's in here. I'm scrolling up here.
Cleoc, do you remember what you said?
Bifer was
Mm-hmm.
the client, and then we would bring the artifact to the priest of Moradin, which I did not write his
Which
name
Cookie
down.
just said his name. So
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
both names.
Okay, so I do have Biffer. The copper flask was where we found him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found Priest of Moradin.
Okay. So you are there at the. You return to the temple at the Dwarven Pantheon. The High Priest of Morden is there actually with Biffer, and you see Biffer's just like slumped over, and the High Priest is there like talking to him. They don't see you guys enter. Their backs are turned.
I do a stealth check to sneak up on
Seriously?
him.
I do not do a stealth check, and
We
and
survived. I'm happy to be alive. $13.
They turn around and look you in the face. You see Biffer actually looks very sad and distraught. And it's like crying. And like he sees you and he acts like he just saw a ghost.
I look back at my party.
Ifan looks at you, and in Dwarven, he's like, report quickly, please.
I quickly walk over to him. Yeah. I hand him a bag that's got the artifact in it. I pull it out of the bag of holding, but I've got like a little backpack or sack. There's all the shards of it in it.
At that, Biffer just like, his jaw just drops, and he's just like, And Ifan's like, apparently Biffer just notified me that he was under the mind control of some beast, spider creature. And its ability has slipped. And he said that he'd lost his companions in that place, but upon exiting, they captured him and then released him to send more there. And he thought that he had sent you to your doom unwillingly. I'm glad to see you've made it back.
Oh yeah, we did seem to go into an ambush.
Yep, there's definitely an ambush there. We figure they're just attracted by the evil artifact.
It was rather suspicious. I'd forgotten about that, but that makes
Did
sense.
you come across any creatures that had powers of the mind?
Oh yes, very much so. They're all dead.
We rescued 3 of their slaves, but only one could survive being freed from that.
I see.
Yeah.
With the will to live.
Well, bring him here. We will take care of him. And I see you somehow managed to destroy the artifact. That is a interesting thing I would love to hear about.
Here's a daylight breaks it.
No. There's no chance a standard daylight would break that. There's something more to
Well,
it. Can you tell me what
well,
actually transpired?
I pat Nerisol on the shoulder. He is not standard daylight.
He looks very, interestingly, what are you talking about, like the priest does? And Nerisol just looks at you, blankly. What do you mean I am not standard daylight? I am not daylight. I simply strive to bring the light.
He apparently brought the light. That's really all we know.
Yup. It got really bright in there.
Interesting. If you find out any more, I would be curious to know.
Any more
details on to what transpired to do that?
Oh. Yonovan, what about the souls you saw?
I was going to ask the priest to step aside and that I not give false hope to Biffin.
Apparently Cookie mentions that in front of him, and they're like, what soul things are you speaking of?
I don't mean to alarm or to give false hope, but when I picked up this gem and I handed it to the priest, I saw a face look back at me, and it was not my own. But it was a dwarf.
Interesting. This sounds similar to what he was saying that creature was using the artifact for. Let me go try something. I'll be right back. He goes into another room. 30 minutes later, he comes back out. You see another dwarf in full, knightly regalia comes out with him. But it's not of Moradin. It's more, he doesn't have, holy symbols on him or anything. He's just a warrior, a knight. And you see Biffer, falls over and just, can't move or say anything. And the dwarf who comes out with him runs up and grabs him, gives him a hug, and they start walking off as Biffer's just, can't even move. He's just totally stunned.
Biffer? What?
Iffin comes back up. He's like, interesting. That is very interesting. And you say you have more of these.
Yes, I hand him the bag full of them. I'm not...
I only have the resources for 6.
I don't know if these have people in them or not. I only saw a face in the one I gave you.
No,
but these
they
gems
are
for all
prisons.
Oh.
They don't exist without someone. They are prisons.
Oh, wow.
They entomb a person in body, mind, soul, totality.
Can they survive in there indefinitely?
Yes. From what I was able to find on my research, the device that was destroyed, thankfully, the creature you fought was of the lower planes, where the currency is souls.
The what?
The currency is souls in the lower planes.
That.
So demons, devils, and Yugoloths all trade in souls. Souls are power to them.
Do any of those creatures look like a fox, perchance?
Yes, that's actually a Yugoloth. They are neutral. They're not part of the Blood Wars, but they are
So-
particularly interested in
Ex-
just being purely evil.
Excuse me, Blood Wars?
Yeah, the
Lower Planes? What is
Blood
this?
Wars, where hell and hate and the abyss are endlessly fighting against each other. Devils and demons. They always fight.
You see Cleoc shake his head a little bit. It's like,
The creature you're speaking of, by the sounds, is in between. They bid out their services to both sides.
Excuse me, Mr. High Priest. You say you only have the resources for 6. Is there
Yes.
any way to change that?
Lots
Like-
and lots of money. The resources to do it are very expensive components. In time and preparation with those components.
We might be interested in helping
Okay.
if you could let us know how to help.
I will get the prices together, and I will let you know. But, as I said, I will have 6 for you that you can release now. And we'll go from there. And if you have the money to do so, I would be grateful. I do not enjoy having people entombed within these things.
Well, yeah.
I will write down the instructions so that if you happen to go to another port where there is someone who is a priest of a higher power, not higher power meaning a god, but a higher power meaning decent skills and strength with blessed to them by their god, they would be able to do so as well. Like I said, it will take time with the materials, and the materials are not cheap. There's a few cheaper forms, so I will get the full information and give you a nice spectrum on the release. The cheaper the materials you use, the lesser the person can be released. So basically it saps them of their experience and their strengths.
I see.
The more refined the materials, the better they can be released.
Well, I've got something that's good at refining the materials if it's metallic.
Unfortunately, metallics are one of the easier things. It does involve some gold ore. That's pure. However, that's just one of the minor components. That's a fairly easy one to come across. But, like I said, I will get it all written down for you. If you wish, I will let you select the 6 you wish to release, and we'll do so. Come back tomorrow. Leave me with the 6 of them. Come back tomorrow, and I will have them released, as well as the information written down for you.
Okay.
I'm going
We'll
to
be
take the
back
bag of
tomorrow.
them to Biffin and his freshly released friend. See if they can see any faces that they recognize in them, perchance, in case any of their other friends are in them.
Ifend is the high priest. You mean Bifer?
Yeah, Buffer.
Okay. You come up and his brother actually talks and says, my brother told me about what has happened with you all. I thank you for my release and your assistance. I just wish that that beast had imprisoned our companions instead of devouring them.
Oh.
That is a shame indeed.
But I must get my brother home. And I
Yeah.
thank you for your service. And
Of course.
he leads him out. And so, anything else you want to wrap up today, or you want to pick up here next week?
Yeah, I do want something from you. You mentioned last week, but it was a bit ambiguous. You said we should be making characters, and now I kind of understand why. For a number of reasons. But making a character, one of the you've got the character concept, you've got the character stats and backstory
I
and
know.
things, but
I will fill you in on those details.
okay.
So, anything else?
Cleoc looks exhausted. Maybe not exhausted, but lost in thought.
Okay. Cookie. Cleoc, are you alright? Cookie seems to be enjoying the talk here.
I don't know. I'm beginning to wonder if we're getting in a little bit over our head. Because all of this talk about the blood war and demons and devils and Miyogi and Illithids and stealing souls. This is certainly a dangerous place.
The blood wars do not happen here. They happen in the lower planes. My father, as it were, spoke about them often. He knew of them and their battles. They have been waging for eons. I do not think we have entered into that conflict.
That's just, the more that, we've been up here. I thought for a moment that I was getting used to all of this up here, but it seems things are much bigger in other places than...
I would not say things are bigger. It's just the more you know, the more you are aware of what things are. You had mentioned before that in your travels with your mentors you learned more. Before you left with them, you did not know.
Of course.
You left with them and learned, and you knew more, and the world became larger. The world has just gotten larger for you.
I just chuckle a little bit at that. I just need the moment to take it all in. Again.
I understand.
For about the 4th or 5th time.
It is unfortunate when the world grows in your mind with the unsavory events of existence and not the more positive aspects of it.
I'm a little bit surprised, Nurse. So, yet, I'll be honest, you struck me as being quite naive about the world, more so than most other people, and yet you speak of having much more knowledge than I had anticipated.
I do not understand people and how and what they do, but I was taught many things.
Thank you.
Anytime. If there's anything else I can do to help, let me know.
Of course.
Anyone else want to do anything this evening before we pause, before we...
That's good.
Okay.
Good stop the point.
I just want to make sure. Alright, then we will pick up here. It actually won't be next week, it would be the following week. So, I will see you guys then.
And
Might be
Merry
here.
Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Indeed.
Yep. Merry Christmas.